I am more interested in Kannadigas than in Kannada. If Kannadigas cannot prosper, what is the point of Kannada prospering?
What is Kuvempu's vision of Karnataka Kannadiga society?
He,
How did he want our society to grow? Because I'm sure you read
You
him
know,
and all
because
that.
he
And the
was-
state anthem is so beautiful.
beautiful it is.
So it unifies everybody.
He unifies
everybody.
He uses names from all over India.
And unifies us.
He mentions the deities of India. He mentions all the cultures of India, all the great communities, religious communities of India, and he says it in the Kannada language. Kuvempu's idea of Kannada was that Kannada was the lens, or the Kannada was the eyes through which you had your awareness of the world. The entire existence of
You see the world as a Kannadiga, rooted in your culture.
from Kannada eyes.
From
That's what he
Kannada
said.
and rooted in
So
your
that's
culture.
why he said Vishwamanava. He never saw Kannada as some landlocked thing. He says you imagine the entire universe as from a Kannada
Imagination.
with the Kannada as the instrument to enable the vision. He was they were great
Now
thinkers.
tell me, Prakash, how do we create a Kannadiga identity? We are proud Kannadigas. I'm a Konkani, but I'm a proud Kannadiga, proud Konkani, proud Indian, proud Bengalurian. How do you create a Kannadiga identity which unifies all of us in Karnataka
Yeah.
so that this can unify all of us? And how should we guide our Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar in ruling the state in the future? How should we guide political parties in the future so that they can have their own lobbies, but culturally we get unified? So, what is your advice to him to look at Kuvempu as the source of our unification culture?
There is this painful otherization also which happens these days, which was not there in Bangalore. At least that culture of integration was largely there. Today, if Mohan says something on the internet, they call him, oh, you're a Tuluva, you're a Konkani,
No, I'll tell you,
things like that.
There have been two experiments tried on this, and we should mention them. When Ekikarana happened, when
Ekikarana.
Unified
Ekikarana.
Karnataka happened.
1972.
See, there was this idea of what Kannada should be the official Kannada of Karnataka, because 30 regions came together to do it. So these great writers, Kuvempu and all that, they wrote all these Kannada, Karnataka songs, in a certain kind of language. And they borrowed this language from the Vachana, Sahitya of 12th century, and later the Dasa Bhakti Sahitya of the 16th to 18th centuries. They took from Sarvagna, from the Dasa Padaga, all that, and they found a Kannada that was artificial and acceptable across Karnataka. So the news is read in that Kannada, and lyrics for cinema and dialogue for cinema was written in that Kannada, so that people feel unified by a single language. That experiment was tried. It was a great experiment, and we should revisit Anantmurthy once. Naresh knows me very well, and I sing this song many times. But these are the lyrics. ಪ್ರೇಮ ಕರುಣೆಯ ಕಲಿಸಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಸಹನೆಯನ್ನು ಎಲಿಸಿ ಕಾಮ ಕ್ರೋಧವನ್ನಳಿಸಿ ಕಾಪಾಡುತ್ತಾಯಿ ಒಂದಾದ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಂದಿ ಬಾಳದ ಸುತರ ಹೊಸ ಬೆಸುಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಗಿದು ಒಂದುಗೂಡಿಸುತ್ತಾಯಿ. ದೆನ್ he says, ಯಾವ ಎಣ್ಣೆಯಾದರೂ ಬೆಳಗುವುದೇ ಗುರಿ ಎಂಬ ತತ್ವವನ್ನು ನೀನೆತ್ತಿ ತೋರುವ ತಾಯಿ, ಎದೆಯಾಂತರಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಟಿವ ಕಾರಂಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಮೊಳಗಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕನ್ನಡ. Okay? I said this, and Anantmurthy said, it's beautiful. Who is the poet? I said, sir, it's a film song. I told him. Because in 1972, Mysore was named Karnataka. And there was some objection. So, the film community,
Stepped up.
lyricists stepped up. Great lyricists stepped up. Directors stepped up. Sahitis like Kuvempu and all these people had been doing this work already. When unification happened in 1956, they all came together to be writing songs saying, Kannada is one idea that can unite us, because there were so many Kannadas. So they all manufactured, in a sense, synthesized a language that everybody could use for news, for official information, print textbooks and all that. That was not a Kannada spoken particularly in any place.
Right.
It was borrowed from all kinds of legacy Kannada, from 12th century Vachanas and all that, and that is how it happened. I say this because
Explain this, what this lyric is.
that this lyric is saying, because the Kannadigas, for instance, did not want unification
Yeah?
for some
Why?
time. Because they said
So it will be a
they were
burden
the
if we
dominant
take-
community of
Yeah.
Mysore,
Mysore, old
and they
Mysore.
did not want unification, for instance.
Yeah.
So then
Did the Lingayats want unification?
the
Yes.
Lingayats came from really occupied areas. They were not treated by their kings as well as
The
say
Nizam.
Mysore
Yeah.
was treated. Correct. Okay. So the fractured histories were there,
And the coast?
and the coast was quite. See, it was called it was-
Bombay, Karnataka.
it was called Kannada district because it was ruled by Madras presidency.
Madras or Bombay? Oh, the
Udupi,
Bombay is the
Udupi and Bangalore was Madras presidency.
Yeah.
And Dharwad and all that was used.
Bombay.
Kannada was used was Bombay presidency. So they were happy to not be in the margins, to be included, but they grew with common cultures, and many Marathi words had crept into the Dharwadi Kannada, and actually the purest Kannada even now I will say in coastal Karnataka.
Correct.
The Udupi, Mangalore, the Kannada they speak is so beautiful because
Yeah,
that
pleasant
is
on
why
the
in
ears.
Kannada cinema is lifted because the Mangalore boys are coming here and making Kannada films,
Yeah.
and their Kannada is so well spoken. So in this he's saying, teach us to be together. Prema Karune Kalisi, Shanti, teach us peace, love, and all that, and mutual respect. Vandada Deshatili, although we will come together as Ekikarana, United Kannada Prantya, province, we have become Karnataka. Vandada Deshadali, Hondi Balada Sutara. We don't know how to live together. Suta are children, When Sutara, Hosa Besugeli, asking the Kannada mother, Kannada Tai, to bring us together. Then he says, this thing about outsiders, we say. I told Anant Murthy another thing. In a seminar, actually, when Mohandas Pai was present, he yelled at me in that seminar. Anant Murthy was also in that panel. Shobha De also was there. So I told Anant Murthy, I said, sir, you've also come from somewhere to Bangalore. He said, what does that mean? I said, sir, all of us who come to a city by
outsiders.
displacing people who are there. It's the nature of cities that people come from everywhere. They disrupt the old agriculture or whatever practice was there, and they create a big city, and it's a different opportunity. So from time to time, new influx of people will keep. That's the nature of a city. And G.V. Iyer, who wrote the lyrics, says, Yav enne adaru, whatever the fuel is and whatever the labor is or skill deployed, Yav enne adaru, belaguvude guri emba, that it will give you light. Please infuse this philosophy in the population. And then, when they're all together working and they prosper together, Yadeyantarala, from their heart will spurt, this fountain,
Right.
which sings Kannada, he says, He says it is not by imposing Kannada first that you teach them a love and affection for Kannada. You give them an opportunity
Correct.
to benefit from being Kannada, that they will become Kannada.
That also explains the love
And my
that
last
we have
line
for
on
the
this,
city.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
which irritates, Kannada activists, I'll tell you. I am more interested in Kannadigas than in Kannada. If Kannadigas cannot prosper, what is the point of Kannada prospering?